That's life.
That's life.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. I said that's life.
That's life.
And as funny as it may seem,
Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. Hail to the victors, valiant hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. We both went this.
I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king. I've been up and down and over and out. And I know one thing. Each time I find myself.
Here's to you and many more.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
You notice this is going down rapidly.
Listen, a lady just died today, or yesterday, 115 years old in Los Angeles.
Lord,
The oldest American
I
on
don't want to
record.
do that.
And she had all of her faculties to the end.
I had an aunt who weighed 107. I thought that was kind of a record. But after she got to 104, I used to visit her. I became hairy. We were pretty tight, actually. She only had one son, and he died, and I was
You were
country
it.
this relative.
You were it.
Anyway, she at about 104, I became hairy instead of wow. And she said, "How are you, Harry?" Great, you know. What are you gonna
Well,
say?
you know, it doesn't have to be 104. We lose portions of our mind long before that.
Don't tell me that. I'm only 93.
I know you are. And
I've lost a lot of mine.
well, I'm not there yet, but I'm losing mine.
How old are you? 8. You're a kid.
Yeah.
God, I was getting punched out when I was 13. When you came along.
In a big ball, and And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case.
Interviewed 5 groups of clients, and that was the end of that. I said to Betty when I came home, I have to make my living that way. We're going into the real estate business.
What was his crime that you got him acquitted of?
His problem was that he was a pimp, and he had a hotel with the natural production of it. And I wouldn't have got, the reason I got into it was his attorney had a heart attack, and Bob helped me out, and he was a halfway friend of mine, so I agreed to it. Interviewed him and took the case on. Pretty grim and crazy. He should have gone to jail, and he didn't.
Then again, too few to mention.
I've heard of it.
We have never met, actually. It's very nice to finally meet you, Bob.
Sorry, put up with this guy.
Somebody has to.
Saw it
Somebody had.
Don't say sorry, you should
without
keeping it very busy.
exception. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than
Hey,
this.
this is the newest member of the running group.
I've heard about the
Running group. Yeah, that's
Every morning you have to walk or run or shop.
tires me to think of it.
well, you know, that's the trouble. It's been tiring us too, and we have some
We all
shopping.
Okay.
Mary Ann has a small knee problem. I have a small hip problem. Celeste has a small heel problem.
Yeah,
You have a hip
I've got a
problem.
hip problem. Oh, we're all just pathetic. is
After
what we are.
25, 30 years
Yeah.
of 6 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles a day. And
It's so
5
good
on
for
Saturday.
it's so good for you, but they're still
20
here.
years.
I thought it was 25.
25
Well, we are.
years.
gonna
You've been-
Yeah, I thought it was 25.
We've done our bit
Yeah.
by the young running group. I'm gonna have a margarita.
Okay, he needs a margarita. No more
My
running.
share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels.
It isn't bothering me. Why should I bother it?
You gotta take a book and hit it. Cheese rolls. I swear, serious. You're a cheese face. It might hurt for about 2 seconds. Like, seriously.
I'm sorry. Paul.
No, it doesn't. That
You
doesn't
seem to
matter.
be fairly.
That doesn't matter. You know where you're going with this.
seem
You
to be
know where you're
intelligent
going.
up to a point.
I am quite intelligent, but intelligent enough not to engage in a conversation about politics.
It's sort of like
Especially on camera.
It was my way.
I flew in Thursday. Bob and I went to the aquarium. We looked at a sea dragon.
At the Birch Aquarium?
We had a good time.
It was interesting.
We were in a bit of a hurry.
A lot of
but we stopped.
unemployed people there.
Moms.
They all have $12 to get in.
Right, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, but hell, you got to kill the time somewhere.
Either that or watch TV.
Well, you go back and have a beer and do that all afternoon. You fend off the landlord when he wants you to pay for the rent.
I mean, you don't have it because you went to the Birch Aquarium 12 times this week.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Good.
We went to the coffee shop in La Jolla.
Yeah, it was fun.
We went to Florida. Bob and I spent time in Florida. We went on some dates.
Oh, dear.
Those pictures.
Your dates. I met all his
and before you knew
girlfriends.
when you were down south.
Yeah, Martha, Winks.
Winks, huh?
I like Winks. I like them both. They're all really nice.
Winks has more money and she's more critical. Martha's more fun though.
Martha's moving up in the scale. Yay. And she's younger.
Child of a mere 72.
Oh, dear. That is quite young.
Yes. To 93 it is.
20 years junior.
That's
She's
impressive.
pointed this out to me, but I say age is only an opinion.
I figure if you're alive, you're the same age.
Well,
McKenna, here.
Run for your life.
Look, it's Grandpa Bob. Oh, look at his Bob. What?
Hey, let me down.
What is it?
hey, you always end up with this kid, Lindsay.
I like her. Ah, ah, ah,
Is this mine or Lindsay's?
Hi.
It was yours, till Lindsay ate half of it.
Kiss. Did I get a kiss? Kiss Bob a kiss.
Oh, that's nice.
He's
Kiss back.
kissing.
No, you can't have him.
Kiss Bob. Kiss Bob. Kiss Bob. Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah.
She wants to give you a kiss.
It's his tie. He's got a tie.
You aren't used
Kiss.
to tie.
I've seen a tie before.
They're an old-fashioned style.
Just never seen a tie before.
Bob, do I get a kiss? Kiss? Kiss Bob. Give me a kiss.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
That's so nice.
Nice. Do I get a kiss too?
Oh,
Well,
no. You lucked out.
dance. 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 Dance.
Well, it's a roughly 5-to-1 ratio. I find it quite fair.
Guys don't make it to 93.
No,
Very often.
Anytime you get at 90s, the weaklings have faded away. It's
Nice.
sort of a peculiar place. It's a club. It has a golf course with
It's a
9
party
holes,
pad.
and you buy a house there for more than it's worth, and you join the club for more than it's worth, and you have dinners there that are, they try to keep, they give you free movies. I can take Lindsay to movies. My 77-year-old, 72-year-old girlfriend to movies there. We have a few drinks. Time goes by.
There's a bird in the background. What's the bird's name?
George.
George lives in the backyard.
Sort of a, what do you call it?
Mockingbird?
No, it's a Alhinger, I think it is.
Alhinger.
It was named by a
Lindsay would've come up with
Brazilian
that one.
Indian tribe. The damn things have been around. I've read about them. And they've been around for something like 10 million years. Now, they have bone structures
10
that they
million
put
years.
go into the chemistry of the age, and that's what they say they've been around for, which gets them through several ice ages, a few Earth equations, and so forth. Dinosaurs have come and gone. These babies are still here. But they hunt underwater, and they swim very fast. They have, for
You have to
example,
come meet
solid
George.
bones. Then they
Well,
get
Gary and
up
I are
on
thinking
the
about it for
perch of
Thanksgiving.
that
I
chair,
don't think he knows yet.
and they dry themselves off so that they can go back in and catch another fish. It's a circuit.
Interesting.
And they live about 30 years. But it's pretty unexciting 30. I mean, it's sort of like being in an old folks' home.
Right.
So this isn't a pet bird that you bought at a store. This is
No,
just
this
native.
guy, I've approached him several times, and George doesn't like it, and he hisses at me. He, you know.
As if you were living in his yard.
As a matter of fact, I probably am. He was there first.
What are you eating?
In all fairness.
Well, I like George. He kind of keeps me company. He's solitary. He had a mating season, and he
everywhere.
invited a Mrs. George around for a while, but he's really not very sociable.
Sent her on her way.
I don't know. He could be Mrs. George. You never really know.
It's true. That's true. Until
Looks
you.
nice.
My freshman class at Michigan. Well, in sprints, that's true. Oh, I'd love to tell that story.
I think you should brag about it, since I never heard it before today.
God. As a freshman, we went through physical training at the University of Michigan. There were approximately 1,500 to 2,000 in my class. We all had to do, we ran sprints of 25 or 50 yards, I've forgotten which. Anyway, I ended up the #1 sprinter in that group. And the physical director, who was about 5'2", a little guy named Dr. Mays, who's sort of a character, said, "You've got to try out for the Michigan track team." So I spent $35 buying a pair of shoes, and this is 1932, which I did. $35 was a lot of money in those days, and I didn't have too many of them. Anyway, I stretched my budget, bought the track shoes. Then went down to the field house, and we started racing against various kids who were there, young black males, were entirely male, black, white, yellow, and all kinds. Anyway, I started out fine with these blacks, but they, for the first 25 yards, I'd seem to be ahead of them. But after about 30 yards, which was those heads started coming up on my left and on my right, and I decided I wasn't quite as fast as I thought I was. And so I dropped out of the sport. No courage, guts for reinforced sprinting. I did become a friend of one of theirs, and I explained to him the reason for their success was that the tigers used to eat them, and the ones who got his grandparents who hadn't sprinted faster had been caught. And the ones who it was natural selection, and it was not working in my favor.
What'd you do with your shoes then?
I think I gave them to a good charity. I don't remember.
Tell them about Lydia.
Lydia Mackey?
Yeah.
What did I do with Lydia?
Well, tell them when Lydia came in your life. Oh, tell them about how your father buried the money for the house.
Oh, in
when there was a Great Depression.
1930, I was a junior in high school, I guess, about then. And he said, I want you to dig a 4-foot hole in the backyard. And so I dutifully did it. And he went to New York, and he came home in the Monday, I don't remember what day of the week it was. I guess it was a Friday. Anyway, he had a suitcase, and in the suitcase there was $10,000 in cash, which represented the cash proceedings of all of his life insurance. And the reason he had to do it in New York was that the banks had all closed in Detroit and New York, and you couldn't transfer funds. And he put the suitcase down in the hole, we filled it up with a canvas over it, and he said, don't tell anyone. Of course, that was ridiculous. I wasn't going to tell anyone. But he,
Kenna, come here.
I remember him saying, then in the Monday morning, we dug it up, and he left with the suitcase, and he went down and paid off the mortgage on our house. So I think he must have had more than 10. I think the mortgage was $13,000, he told me. He had another 3 plus the 10 he got from his insurance. So when he died, which was some 20 years later, we didn't have much insurance.
You also had a house.
We had a house, so it was better than the insurance, I'm sure. I remember that house. I don't know.
Oh, a beautiful house.
It was a nice place.
I have a picture of it somewhere. What is it?
Well, you didn't come along till you were there in 1942.
He lived in the house until he passed away.
My mother lived there for 10 years after that.
Yeah. There were 2 stairways up, and there was a maid named Lydia Mackey from Finland.
She worked for my mother, underpaid, of course, for 45 years.
Until she was 82.
Wow.
And she'd sit in the kitchen and say, I go in the living room and